everybody, it's me again, Adam Chapnick with the Security Token Academy. We're here at Security Token Industry Launch Week, and we are joined by none other than the CEO, founder, and Chief Trust Officer of Prime Trust, Mr. Scott Purcell. How you doing?
Good, great.
Nice to see you again.
Awesome event, very happy to be here.
Oh.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a hell of an event, and it's great to have you. So you are kind of an OG here in this this world.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Yeah, well, let's keep it, what I mean, just technology-wise. Technology-wise. So you have been a part of a lot of the guts, the technological guts of the equity crowdfunding industry, and now, of course, we're in the crypto industry. How did that come to be, and what was the transformation from sort of equity crowdfunding into crypto like, and why?
Well, in November of 2011, I read about what was then the Entrepreneurs Access to Capital Act in the House of Representatives. And I said, oh my God, they're talking about letting people use the internet to raise capital for businesses. It's like this could transform capital markets. I have to be part of this. And so I started putting the company together, hoping it would actually become law. And of course, it then went into the Senate, became the Jobs Act, and was signed. So when it was signed, then immediately after, a group of us in the industry met at a Chinese restaurant in Palo Alto and formed CIFRA as the Industry Trade Association.
Yeah.
And I was on the board of that. And so I built a company called Fund America. Fund America for transaction technology, compliance, escrow technology, broker-dealer compliance technology, a variety of other things that we did.
And pretty much all of the portals kind of had to use you. Everybody used you.
We became the 800-pound gorilla of the crowdfunding space.
Right.
But sadly, that's like saying you're the 800-pound gorilla in a wading pool. It's like, it sounds really impressive until it's not a very big pool.
All right.
So
you're 8 pounds.
It's
8-pound gorilla.
Yeah. It's like something like 50 or 60% of all successful Reg A's have used our services.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is, and it's multi-million-dollar industry.
That's right. Okay.
It's not a multi-billion-dollar industry, so it's just not that big a deal. And so starting Prime Trust and going through charter as a financial institution, which then acquired Fund America, so we leveraged all of our technology into what is becoming a financial services firm or a financial institution that is a foundation that other people can build their businesses on, because they can use all of our APIs to trigger and call and manage all of the different financial services they need for escrow, for custody, for compliance, AML, KYC, trustee of assets, handling custody accounts of different types, cash, stocks, bonds, crypto, for people both domestically and globally. So it's allowed us to take the business to a different level and also start servicing the digital economy with the different blockchains that are out. And so that's really exciting because it's a giant industry.
Absolutely. Okay, so for the uninitiated, can you walk us through how, so there's a funding event. When does your firm get involved and how does it touch that process? And how many times? Because it'll be several.
It could be several. They can use us for part or all.
Yeah.
But
so
if it's the full, if
the full
it's start
Monty.
to finish,
Give us the full Monty.
Yeah. When somebody is about to raise capital for their business, they first work with their lawyers, they work with their accountants, they work with their marketing people. They get ready to go on the offering. They don't need to use our services. They don't need to pay us any money during that part.
Right.
But then when they go live, they're probably going to use our technology for the investor transactions.
Okay.
And whether that's using us directly, which we don't really like, or going through one of our partners, which is what we prefer. That's like Start Engine and Republic and Polymath and Harbor and CoinList and all these different.
Just those?
No, it's a lot more. Sorry, not meaning to leave anybody out.
No, but that's a lot. That's all of the players that we talk about all the time.
It's pretty much everybody uses our services. So anyhow, we handle escrow for the offering. We do all the accounting. We track all the investor funds. All the investor funds come to us. We process them by wire, check, ACH, credit card, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar. We take all the customer deposits into escrow. If it comes in with crypto, we convert it into USD. Once the offering meets the minimum and AML clears all the investors and KYC and everything is buttoned up, we then release funds to the issuer. The issuer then delivers securities, whether it's stocks, bonds, or tokens, to the investor. We may be holding those. They may have opened an account, a custodial account, an IRA, a HSA, an asset protection trust, a college savings account, whatever. They've opened that with Prime Trust for the investor, who then, so they deliver the securities into their account that we hold. And it makes it very, very easy for them. If it's a real estate deal and they're paying interest or they're paying shares of rents or proceeds from a fix and flip or something like that, then it's easy for them to just send us the money one time and then we distribute it into the customer accounts.
Got it.
So we make their life very, very easy. And then we also service a lot of stablecoins. So we are the third-party trustee for the assets that stablecoins are being issued on.
Oh, wow. Now, which stablecoins is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, many.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a lot.
Wow, that's terrific.
It's True USD. Great guys, great group of guys. It's Anchor Coin.
Yep.
It's Carbon. It's Stably. NOS Coin.
A ton. Wow.
There's a lot.
That's fantastic.
There's over a dozen. I think, including what's in the pipeline, there's over 24.
Amazing. So once again, you've wheedled your way in. There you go. You're underpinning the entire infrastructure of the transactional.
Well, we're maintaining market integrity.
Yeah.
And that's really, as a trust company, what we can do.
Yeah.
By us being trustee for assets for stablecoins, or us being custodian of assets for funds or for individuals or institutional investors, then and exchanges writing into our APIs, then a lot can happen within our platform that just makes it easier for the market to build.
So since you have a truly unusual insight into the flow of activity, let's just say, in the industry, what are you seeing as sort of a trend from either side, either from the issuer side or from the investor side, that's encouraging or discouraging?
The most encouraging trend, a year ago, well, more than a year ago now, a year and a half ago, when people were coming to us and saying, gee, you should service ICOs and the digital economy and hold assets. And I would talk to people about what they were doing, and it'd be like, okay, so you guys have filed under Reg D or Reg A or Reg CF or Reg S or Reg something. Yeah, exactly. Be like, oh, well, no. It's not a security.
This isn't that. This is different.
Are they buying your tokens with a hope to profit from them? Well, yeah, of course. We're selling it at a discount, and it's going to go up, and it's going to be
Howey test. There you are.
Yeah, massively failing the Howey test, but also the Howey test is only partial.
Yes.
There are many other tools that the SEC uses in making that determination. But this was so obvious, and these people are technology guys that at the time had no comprehension of and no appreciation for securities regulations or banking regulations. And so it's just easier to say, look, we're not going to be a party to this. We're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, the SEC and FinCEN started coming out and making, going after some people, but also making a lot of statements about working with the market instead of just taking a hammer to it, helping it evolve. And at that point, we said, okay, people are starting to get that this is a regulated industry. The things they're doing, they have to be cognizant of, be respectful of, and be compliant with regulations. It's time for us to start getting in.
Got it. So do you see that as that's the encouraging trend, is that people are kind of putting on their big boy pants?
Yeah, they are.
Being willing to play with the regulators?
Yeah, they don't like it. You still get some purists shouting from the rooftops, but by and large, the industry has pivoted to understanding that this is regulated.
Do you think part of that is that the people who used to be the purists that you're talking about, saying, no, I want my utility coin to be a utility coin, are they doing double token issuances where they're saying, okay, we'll raise the money with a security, but we're also going to have a pure utility function, but it'll be a separate coin that doesn't do anything but stay inside, or no?
It's hard to make a utility token other than a stable coin. A utility token, sure. We see people that are tokenizing store coupons. We see people that are tokenizing video game credits, where you can get a better magical sword.
Yes.
Nobody's looking to profit from these.
Right.
So those seem to me reasonably to be
or like
utility
the
tokens.
Airline miles.
I tell people to always check with their attorney. Go to your securities attorney. But that seems reasonable. That's utility token. But by and large, that's the exception, not the rule. Everybody's issuing security tokens.
Okay, interesting. So are you seeing anything from your vantage point about who are the people, or what kinds of projects, what verticals are choosing to go the security token route? Is there a
That's
trend?
everybody.
Or is it everybody? Just
Real estate.
Real estate.
Real estate's always been a big part of our business with the crowdfunding space.
Yeah.
It's always been the majority of our business.
Yeah.
And now people are starting to tokenize real estate.
Yep.
Awesome. We still help with the initial raise as the escrow agent, and then we act as the trustee of the real estate assets that are being tokenized. We hold them in trust for the benefit of the token holders.
That's
so
great.
It works very well for us, and it works for the real estate people. But people are also tokenizing gold, diamonds,
just
stocks and bonds, all kinds of things.
Hard assets. Is that
But
more
also
than
stocks and bonds. People are tokenizing shares of Apple. I mean, whatever.
Got it.
I know somebody that's tokenizing Bitcoin because they want to put it on the Ethereum blockchain. So they're tokenizing tokens.
That's a new one. I like that. What are you seeing from the other side in terms of the investor profile? Is it institutional, minor, institutional, big? Is it family office? Is it individuals? Is it mixed?
It's everything. You have
really?
institutions and
That's
family
great.
offices that are setting aside a pool of money just for investing in this space. It's a high risk part from their perspective. It's a very high risk part of their portfolio, but they are allocating pieces of their portfolio for securities tokens and for this industry.
Is that more than they were a year ago, or like
A year ago it was almost zero.
Right?
Yeah.
6 months ago.
I mean, maybe they were buying Bitcoin, maybe they were buying Ethereum, but that's all they were. The big players were buying.
Well, it's good to hear that the institutions are in already. That's great. So, looking at the Purcell crystal ball, as you gaze in and look ahead, say 18 months, where do you think this security token phenomenon will be? Who will be using it? Who won't be? And how big will it be?
Just more and more people come into it. This is going to evolve over the coming years. In the future, everything is tokenized because it's just such a convenient way of handling everything from securities to real estate to grocery coupons.
Yeah.
But between now and then, we have a growth curve that we're going to have to go through, and it's going to take a little while. So 18 months from now, it will be bigger than it is today, but it will be more diverse.
Got it. Great. Well, you heard it here first. Well, as always, great to talk to you. Hope you come back soon and often, and we wish you all the luck with
Thanks.
Prime Trust.
Pleasure.